Right, good afternoon, guys. It's Darren from Jace Media, and this afternoon, or this evening for the guys, we're in conversation with Ablaze, hard-rocking metal gods from Melbourne in Australia. Good afternoon, guys. How are you?
Hey, thanks for having us.
Yeah, good. So, how is life treating you at the moment in Melbourne? Is it pretty shit?
COVID already. The world.
Is it
I
pretty
haven't
shit?
left the house in so long.
Yeah, I've been
pretty hard lockdown.
Yeah, I've been at home for 22 weeks.
Oh wow!
You know, just totally at home, not doing anything. So it's been pretty shit. But you know, I know you guys. My son lives in Melbourne.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he lives in next to the Crocs and Tea Room.
Right.
Okay, so he's up that way.
Yeah, I keep saying to him, I said, listen, I'm talking to these guys in Australia. I'll maybe try and hook you up. And he's like, no, Dad, it's all right. It's okay. He's quite shy, you know, but I'm trying to get him into a bit of rock music. He likes all that techno shite and grime stuff and all that, you know. So I'm saying, we get into a bit of rock because, you know, there's lots of heavy metal coming out of Melbourne at the moment. You know, I'm reviewing a shed load of stuff. You know, people like Shotgun Mistress, people like Ashen Moon, people like Ocean Alley, people like Hells, the Owen Guns. You know, they're coming at the woodwork, and people say to me, "Australia's not really heavy metal orientated." And I'm thinking, there's just loads of bands that are coming out of Melbourne. You know, it's a real vibrant scene at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, up until the start of this year, maybe.
Yeah.
The start of this year was a bit of a shitter, but you know, it's I guess the other side of that for you guys is possibly that, you know, next year there'll be an absolute glut of gigs. So
potentially, yeah.
You know, and I think that you know, for Britain, I think there'll be a gig on every night, you know, probably from January, February, and I think it'll just be crazy, you know, for...
Here's hoping.
Yeah, hopefully there's some positives that come out of this really big negative. Hopefully where people miss the live scene so much that they're not going to take it for granted as much anymore, and knowing how easily we can lose it, you know. And yeah, it's been tough on a lot of people, even people still working and things like that. It's okay, but it's just that going out and socializing, and even just, you know, people come to gigs to forget about their issues, and just like, even if it's for a few hours, and they can't do that now.
You're absolutely right. I think that's what it is. I think you go to a rock gig to just have 2.5 hours of sweaty people being pissed and enjoying, like, rocking out to a good heavy metal act, and then coming up afterwards and high-fiving you guys, you know, and wanting to meet you and get pictures and stuff. And I think that must be, you know, it's hard for you guys, you know, that you can't get out and do what you were born to do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, we definitely miss it.
Yeah, it's definitely hard not being able to play gigs, not being able to get out on the road and drive to the different cities and see all the people there that we know and love, and yeah, especially coming out of, you know, we basically toured almost non-stop from July 2018 through till the end of even February of this year, with very few extended breaks.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, you know, I want to say 4 weeks, 5 weeks after we finished playing, the shit hit the fan.
Yeah.
So it's been a very big adjustment.
Yeah, I think we got very lucky that our kind of like the point that we were at when the coronavirus thing hit was just at the start when we were looking at writing some new stuff. So we've gone through the whole cycle of touring the album, and then got home, like got the chance to sit down and you know, okay, let's plan out what we're going to do, and then this. So I think we were very lucky. We didn't get kind of caught in that middle of in the middle of what we were doing and kind of halt on things. But at the same time, it's a bit of a dampener that we can't, like, because we can't even get together and write at the moment as well. Right. So
we haven't been in the same room together for so long. Like, as in, when's the last time we were all in the same room? Like
February.
Like, I mean, you know, we've seen each other like on and off, like as in individually, but all of us in the same room has been so long.
Difficult. Yeah. And listen, where's the other two? Where are they?
Well, we ate the bass player. Yeah, that's what we do. We eat our bass player, so we ate him.
I think Danny ate him. I think Danny ate him. The other two are a bit on the thin side, so I think you've.
I don't think
you've had everybody.
Dave could fit inside of Danny.
Sorry.
Now listen, it is what it is. They're missing a good half hour of us talking about music and talking about the two of them. So they've missed it.
Well, so we can't talk about them. So
yeah, absolutely. So you've played Winterstorm.
Yeah. Yes, we did.
And how did you
enjoy that? It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, it was good.
So much fun playing. God, it was cold.
Yeah, right on the seashore. It's a phenomenal little festival.
Fantastic festival, fantastic little town. We absolutely loved being there.
Wrong
But
time of year.
shit, it was cold.
Yeah,
it was 40 degrees Celsius back in Australia. We wake up and it's like negative 11 degrees where we were staying, and the sun didn't come up till like 10:30.
What's wrong with that? That's great weather. This is what we're used to. Do you know what I mean?
It's great weather for polar bears, but for the rest of us.
But everybody in town's a polar bear, stoating about with t-shirts on and shorts. They're like, yeah, it's like great weather. I've actually got a little bit of sun. I was talking to a guy in America yesterday, and I said to him, normally Scottish people are what you call peely wally white. They're as white as my t-shirt because they don't take the sun. They go, fuck, what's that in the sky? I ain't going out because it's too hot. So we're normally really white. So what we're getting at the moment, we're getting quite a bit of sun. And when I speak to my boy, he's like, "Oh, it's really cold. What is it? Oh, it's about 19 degrees." And I'm like, "That's like a heat wave in Scotland. Fucking 19 degrees." Yeah. He's like, mad. He's got his hat on and his jacket and he's got his cans on and he's walking about. He's like, "Fuck me, Dad, it's freezing. I need to go and put a jacket on." Calm down, man.
We did have one of our coldest days on record the other day. Like it was.
Yeah.
It was
we had
zero.
snow in areas that never snowed.
We had snow like close, in some like outer Melbourne suburbs, which is that doesn't happen.
I
don't think I can recall another time when we're below zero. So not at least for a very long time. So
you know, you look at it and you think, you know, as everyone says, you know, live in Australia, you must be so lucky. But yes, you are. You get really nice hot summers, but you do get cold winters. And obviously, and unfortunately at the moment, you're getting the real bad end of the coronavirus where you guys are on lockdown from 8 at night till 5 in the morning. And that must be a real pisser.
Yeah, I think it probably hasn't affected too many people dramatically with the curfew. Because I think the idea was that you wouldn't really be out after that time anyway, for the most part.
Yeah.
It's kind of more of a restriction to stop anyone that was doing the wrong thing from doing the wrong thing and making it more, they're more susceptible or more likely to get caught doing it. So
because basically people were having like you're only allowed a certain amount of people in your home, and people were having house parties. Like they're all over Snapchat, Instagram, everything like that. And they were just having parties, and I think that they just wanted to eliminate that because that's where a lot of the outbreaks were happening with house parties.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, you know, it's like, unfortunately for me, I lost my job last Friday. Through, you know, but, you know, Britain has just made another 730,000 people unemployed. You know, and it's it's a lot of people, but you know, this here is obviously my passport to get to places. So I'm okay. I'm good. I'm going to be sorted. You know, I talk to you guys, and it's all good, and you don't worry about shit like that. It's just that things happen, you know.
Yeah.
I guess the whole economy's just pretty gubbed, and I guess it's just trying to get out. You know, for you guys, musicians, that's that's a big chunk of of enjoyment. Of spending your hard-earned cash, and I guess for you guys not being able to do that, and come and play for us. Are you full time in Ablaze, or are you working with that when you're not doing?
Well, to be honest with you, I reckon we've made more money not gigging.
Yeah.
It's in losses.
We're
losses
saving money.
saved.
like you know what I mean? Like, as in, we've literally made more money not gigging, but it's beside the point. Like, for us, I mean, we all work full time, if not full time hours.
Yeah.
Some of us more than others, but Ablaze for us, we try to do this the smartest way possible, because for what we do, you can't survive on what we do. We're constantly reinvesting money into the band and everything like that. So if we were relying on this for our income, you'd be seeing three pretty gaunt-looking individuals.
Danny, I have to say,
Standing around a dumpster fire.
I have to say, Danny, you're not dogging, are you?
I'm not what?
You're not dogging, are you?
What's
What
dogging?
You're in a car and you keep looking over your shoulder and thinking, are you expecting someone to be there?
No, well, so okay. So
that's not what dogging means here, mate.
Yeah. Dogging here means I'm waiting for. Yeah. Anyway, so what I'm actually doing right now is when I organise this.
Dogging
tonight,
here is that phone's resting on someone's back.
Danny's currently working.
Yeah.
So
When I organised tonight, I wasn't working. Got a call last minute, and it's Saturday here, so basically it's pretty good money.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, the job's going to be easy tonight, so I thought I'd still be able to do it. And so as you can see, I've got like my guys working out there while I'm just in here taking it easy.
Yeah, you'll be thinking, what's he doing? And he's like, yeah, he's talked to some dude in Scotland. What's all that about?
It's the boss. The boss is on the phone.
Yeah, but boss has got to make the calls, so
Did I hear right? I think my boss had said you're going to be sending some swag our way? Is that right, to promote you guys? Did I hear that right? Someone said you're going to get some merchandise.
What have you been promising, Danny?
I didn't say anything, to be honest with you. I didn't say anything.
That's the Ablaze way: overpromise and underdeliver.
I didn't say anything at all.
I said to him,
I didn't say anything at all, but we might be able to organise something.
Danny, you have to do it now. Obviously, you've been called out, so you have to do it.
Well, it's not in writing.
Sorry? So
I'm sure we can try and figure something out.
Yeah.
So
So what's the plans now? Have you started writing some more? Because you've kind of been in lockdown, and I know you've not had a chance to get together, but have you started to try and put some stuff together? Because I must say, your little album, No Chaser, it's a little gem.
Thank you very much. Well, we did, before all this crap kicked off, we were sitting down having conversations, running riff ideas around, starting to put some ideas together. Not necessarily putting songs together in their entirety, but more so getting an idea of what we wanted. This is the first time in the band's history that we're going to do something we've already done. It's always been, we're going to do this, then we're going to do this, then we're going to do this. Now we've done the album, now we're doing another album. So for the first time, we've got a rough idea of what we're doing.
What you're doing, yeah.
So we've had conversations about what we want, how long we want it to be, the kind of things we want to do with it.
Yeah.
We've all got song ideas. I mean, I've spent a lot of time sitting on guitar, coming up with riffs and ideas and putting lyrics aside and stuff like that. The best stuff we tend to come up with tends to be the stuff that we all put together.
Yeah, as a collective.
So, Yeah, so I'm trying not like for myself personally, Jesus Christ, trying not to put together entire songs, but more so for me having the ideas, recording them on my phone or writing down the lyrics or whatever, and then when we all get together, it's just going to be, here's all the shit that I came up with when I was bored.
Yeah.
What do we like? What sticks? What can we do? And everybody in the band will do that. We'll all have riff ideas. Everybody will have lyrics. And it'll be great because we're basically going to have a whole bunch of pieces in front of us. And then it's going to be, what do we like? What don't we like? And then kind of
like a blank
if a song
again.
comes from one riff, we've got that inspiration there already, hopefully.
Yeah. There's like a blank canvas where you can just take it from each part from someone and stick it together and hopefully come
Basically,
up with
it's a blank canvas, but we'll have all the paints.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's, I mean, as I say, it's hard. Everybody's just totally in shit street because they can't go anywhere and they can't do anything, you know. And I guess that the live music thing is the big thing for everyone, you know, to get, you know, and, you know, nothing beats a bit of rock and roll. So I guess it's just, you know, hoping that you guys will get, you know, some stuff out there soon. Because as I say, I think when I did your album review on my webpage, I think it got viewed about 1,250 times.
Cool.
Wow.
You know,
I didn't think I was looking at that many times.
Yeah, it was just me pressing it, going, yeah, view.
Someone's refreshing.
It was just me pressing the view, and I think, you know, because what they do over here, guys have seen you in Scotland when you were at Winterstorm and stuff, and sometimes the little page comes up, Ablaze, you know, and hard rocking guys from Australia, and then I said to my boss, I want to do a piece on these guys. If that's okay. My boss just lets me run with it, and he says, "Yeah, just go and do what you can." So normally, what I do, I don't even know if you've had my review.
Have we? Is that the written one we got sent?
Did my boss send it to you?
Yeah. No, we've read it. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
It was a great
That's good. What I like to do is I like to send it to the band, and then you can either critique it, you can wipe your backside on it, or you can wrap something up in it and throw it out. It doesn't matter. But I guess for me, it's just to let you know kind of what I do and how I feel about a record when I've got to review it, you know. So I put my heart and soul in it. I do a track by track for everything, so that, you know, when the viewers are reading it, they'll go, fuck me, that sounds like a really cool little album. And that's where you get all the hits from, because people go, never heard of these guys before, never seen them before. And then a lot of guys were messaging me saying, where are they? And I'm saying, you get them on Spotify and stuff like that, you know, and they go and have a look at you. And this is where the 1,250 hits came from, you know. So it's still, you know, we still get lots of likes, you know, even 2 and 3 weeks after I've done the review, that people just, you know, they think, oh, that's really cool, and they're asking me, is there any more stuff coming out? So obviously these kind of interviews, we have a bit of a laugh, you know, we take a bit of the piss out of each other, but I guess it's for me to then say to the guys, or maybe in 6 months' time, maybe in 9 months' time, we'll have something new. But, you know, I guess it's just because they want to have a good follow-up to a cracking little album that they've heard, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Well, look, the plan was originally to be, by this stage, looking at recording.
Yeah.
So we wanted to have the writing done by July. July is well and truly come and gone, and we haven't seen each other since we decided we wanted to be done by July.
Yeah.
So
I think we were talking about recording towards the end of the year at latest, and hopefully having something that we could possibly do something with by mid next year and whatnot, or even earlier next year. But I think we're probably, at this stage, we're looking at putting that back almost, you know, 6 to 12 months at least. So, well, depending on how this goes anyway. Like, we don't know how long this is going to last either. So, like, you know, we could be well and truly further back than that, but we don't know. So at this stage, hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get back at the same room again for a bit to kind of start.
It all comes down to like travel restrictions as well, because the thing is it's no secret that we tour a lot. We're constantly on the road.
We can be the hosts.
If we can't leave Melbourne,
it's going
to be so detrimental to us.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we can gig in Melbourne, but it's you can't do it too much, or else no one's going to rock up to your shows anymore. You got to make it something special.
And everyone's going to want to play as soon as it's open. Everyone's going to want to play, and it's going to be it'll be a hard fight to
I am
try
not
and get,
looking forward to booking gigs in that first couple of months.
because everyone is going to be fighting, and there'll be so many bands on the same night, and like the venues will probably be pretty full regardless.
Yeah,
There'll be there'll be little festivals and stuff just to try and get all the bands on stage.
But I think it will probably dwindle pretty quickly. I think everyone's going to get out of their system in the first 1 month or something like that, and then it may end up going back to normal. Who knows?
I kind of guess what you'll get every band on the planet who'll be wanting to book a tour, book a night, and I think places like Glasgow, because they love their rock and roll in Glasgow, they'll expect.
Yes, they do.
They'll expect everybody to book a gig. And I think for maybe 1, 2 months, even 3 months, Scotland will be awash with heavy metal bands, with funk bands, punk bands coming and just getting out, like Ben said, get it out of your system, and then move on. And I guess it's for you guys picking the right time to say let's go back on the road with a couple of.
We've definitely done the play as many gigs as we can in a short space of time, and every gig, just take every gig.
That was the Europe tour.
No, I mean more or less like within Melbourne and stuff like that. Within Australia, we've played Melbourne to death.
Yeah. And
we've kind of realised that obviously it doesn't work if you play every week or every few weeks.
No,
you want to make every gig special. Like it's got to stand out. You can't play constantly, otherwise people will stop rocking up. Because
and it's a hometown show, so it'll always be special.
Yeah.
The hometown shows are always special, but when it's our launch or when it's a welcome back, I mean, when we played back in late January, it was the first gig we'd done since our going away gig, which was in mid-October.
Yeah.
So when we said, hey, we're back, we didn't die.
Yeah.
A lot of people turned up. We played quite a well-known and well-loved venue here in Melbourne called the Northcote Social Club, and it went off. And we had an absolute blast. And so, we can't wait to play the, hey, none of us died from COVID tour. But until we find out,
but we've eaten the drummer or the bass player. We've eaten the bass player, so that doesn't matter.
I'm still here. Yeah.
We'll need a new one.
It's, I don't know if you're aware, but we're now 2 weeks into a 6-week stage 4 lockdown. So we were just starting to be able to be near each other without the threat of spontaneous human combustion or whatever it is. So now it's been a massive step back. So all we can do is stay in communication with each other. And if it gets to a stage where we're like, right, we're going to have to go for plan B, we're just going to have to start getting on Zoom or Google Meets or whatever it is, and smoke signals, whatever it is, and just start writing together and coming up with as many ideas as we can as it is, so that when we can hit the ground, we can hit the ground running. We've been tying ourselves over with a few things. We started selling face masks of our own, and we did a video series that came out every week it's been 4 months. Just a videos of all the songs on the album and the tour diaries and stuff like that, just releasing that. But we want to get back to writing. We want to have another album out so we can do all this stuff again.
Absolutely.
And hopefully do it better than before. I want to come back to Scotland. I definitely want to come back to Scotland.
Yeah, come to Scotland.
Winter Storm and Edinburgh are two of my favourite gigs of the tour.
Yeah, come to Scotland. Look us up and we'll catch some beers. And we'll talk about when we had Danny dogging in his car, waiting for something, and obviously lockdown and shit and stuff like that. And hopefully by then, you'll have a new album out, and the guys will get to see, a meteor, Ablaze hit the stages and tear the shit out of it.
Oh, we can't wait.
Yeah,
we cannot wait.
Brilliant. Now listen, guys, I know you have all got stuff to do. I really appreciate your time. The video will probably go out tomorrow or Monday. I'm going out drinking this afternoon, so it'll not be this afternoon. It'll be tomorrow or Monday.
I'm drinking now.
Yeah, absolutely. Get on it.
She's Scotch too. There you go. That wasn't intentional. That was the nearest bottle.
Yeah, you're thinking, I'll just grab something. Oh, it's a Scotch guy. Let's have some whiskey. Yeah, quite right. It's all right. It's all good. But I must say, it's been an absolute pleasure chatting with you guys. I appreciate your time. As I say, we'll post this in a couple of days' time. I'll let you know when the link's up. Let's keep in touch.
Yeah, we'll share it. I'll organise that.
Yeah.
No,
let's keep in touch. Let's get some merch organised, Danny. Not sitting in your laurels, mate. And we'll hopefully speak again soon.
No worries, mate. Sounds planned.
Gotcha.
All right, boys. It's been an absolute pleasure. Stay safe. And just get some music down, and let's get rocking. And we will hopefully see you 2021.
Cheers.
Thanks, boys. This is Darren from Jace Media with Ben, Danny, and Dan from Ablaze, talking all things music, lockdown, drinking whiskey, eating the bass player, and just having a good old time. Thanks, guys.
Take care.
Take it easy, boys. Cheers.
Bye.